the floor as you guys get more connected as a team?
It's always good to hold each other accountable, but we try to do that. We're going to try to do that as trying to tone it down throughout the game, because we want to react off of instinct and, mentally be on the same page too, so we don't have to talk about everything after each possession. So, but it's a good balance to have between, communicating and just flowing with the game, and, we'll only get better from here.
You look through the stat sheet when you look at the numbers from this loss. What jumps at you the most?
They shot 23 more shots than us. Even though we out-rebounded them, we had 20 turnovers. I had 6 turnovers. I'm turning the ball over too much.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, the understanding, obviously, that, high usage players are going to get a lot of turnovers. But, are you seeing a commonality, or are you noticing anything specific with the turnovers between you and Kai? I think you guys had 11 between you.
Yeah, I just think we're trying to be aggressive to make plays, and sometimes we look overzealous to make a pass, and sometimes you just gotta find a balance between knowing when to shoot, when to pass. It's tough when you're controlling the offense a lot, and I can live with 2 or 3, but 6 of them is too much for me, and I got to just tone it down if our team wants to be successful.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Kevin, do you sense any of your teammates kind of putting pressure on themselves to live up to the standards set by you and Kyrie? And what do you think can be said, maybe, to help everybody get over this early season hump?
I don't know if the guys are thinking about putting too much pressure on themselves. I think everybody wants to do well out there, and there's just some mental things that we're doing that we end up beating ourselves a little bit, especially, like I said, turnovers and box outs, and 13 offensive rebounds for them. They feel like they got more than that, but it's just we all on the same page. It's about each possession, figuring it out and making sure we're communicating, but also making sure we're playing off instincts.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Kevin, it looked like you pulled Joe aside a couple times in the first half, and at one point the camera caught you saying, "Don't help me," to him. Is that in reference to the overhelping you guys did on defense last week and that you were alluding to, I think, against the Hawks, or was that a different matter altogether?
Yeah, I think one time I had my guy bottled up, and I seen somebody out the side of my eye just coming over, I guess trying to give some resistance, but I told guys, if I got somebody inside the three-point line, they pick their dribble up, there's no need for you to help, and Joe understood. And I also told him that he can guard, so we don't have to help so much on him, that he can guard up one-on-one. And, I think, we all starting to understand each other even more, and it's only going to get better.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Kevin, there obviously isn't a lot of practice time in between these games, and that can be said for every team, not just you guys. But given that there's new faces, new players, new guys coming back from injury, what are you guys doing instead of this practice time? And are you kind of using some of these games to also iron out what you're not able to iron out in practice?
Yeah, I think we still come in and watch film, and guys get work on their bodies, and we're still mentally locked in. But it may take some games for us to kind of gauge ourselves and figure out where we are, and seeing how we can make some adjustments, because it's hard to get practice time. When we practice, we like to play up and down, and I think that helps us. So we're using the games for good teaching moments for all of us, and just gotta keep running.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Kevin, I'm wondering if one of those teaching moments, Steve said, first-time coach, some new players kind of learning to gel. It looked like at one point maybe Steve didn't quite call a timeout quickly and had some encouragement from players on the floor to do so. Is that something that you're seeing him kind of learning that timing in real time?
I didn't even see that. But Steve knows when to call timeouts, and he knows what he's doing over there. We all trust him, and he's only going to get more comfortable as time goes on.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Steve mentioned this is going to be a team that might, turn the ball over a fair amount anyway, just because of the nature of the way you guys are playing. But, I mean, have you seen a commonality in a lot of the turnovers? I mean, a lot of them similar, or are they just all kind of different?
No, it's basketball. Flow of the game. Last 2 games, we haven't really been taking care of the ball really well. So just some carryover. We'll clean it up.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Kyrie, there was that timeout you guys had in the third quarter. It looked like there was a disconnect between the guys on the floor and the bench. I'm just curious if you can elaborate on that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Disconnect? It's basketball. It's pretty simple. Just go out there and try to outscore the other team.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Kyrie, what are you seeing on the defensive end in areas that you guys can improve in?
Just sometimes just being in the wrong spots and help or over helping, and that's just it's just being better communicative team.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Kyrie, knowing that it's just basketball, as you put it, Steve said that for him, what he's seeing is just the patterns, and that's what's a little bit demoralizing. That he thinks that you guys kind of need to clean up. Is that frustrating for you that it's the same issues over and over?
Not really. I mean, like I said, it's just basketball. So I've been doing it for a long time at a high level, and the greatest gift is teaching the game to others to be able to match your level or to raise their level to yours to be able to be a great functional team. So it's just taking time. And it's not going to be put together overnight, nor am I expecting it to, nor am I going to get frustrated over 6 games or however many games we've played. The object of this regular season is to continue to get better and to prepare for the 16 wins in the playoffs. So, I'm just going to enjoy this.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
On that same theme, Kyrie, I know you guys are. It's basketball, like you say. You're struggling a little bit right now. What needs to happen just for everybody to get on the same page, do you think, and to kind of just get over this early season hump?
Well, I think we just have to manage realistic expectations of what we want out of this group right now. Every single day, obviously week to week and then month to month, and we put together a few great months of consistent work and consistent progress, consistent crafting away, consistent communication, then we'll be okay. But we're committed to it, and I know the guys in the locker room, everyone in this organization are committed to that, and we want to change this whole thing. And that's not an overnight process. I didn't commit here just for 2 years or 3 years or anything like that. So I'm excited for the journey ahead to continue to get better. It is as simple as basketball, but the team effort takes a while to get together. So.
Thanks, Kyrie. We appreciate it.
Every single day, obviously week to week and then month to month, and we put together a few great months of consistent work and consistent progress, consistent crafting away, consistent communication, then we'll be okay. But we're committed to it, and I know the guys in the locker room, everyone in this organization are committed to that, and we want to change this whole thing. And that's not an overnight process. I didn't commit here just for 2 years or 3 years or anything like that. So I'm excited for the journey ahead to continue to get better. It is as simple as basketball, but the team effort takes a while to get together. So.
Thanks, Kyrie. We appreciate it.